Hey gang, so exciting news. We hit 200 subscribers. Wow, which was actually the number when I started recording this, until one of you just thought it would be hilarious if you just unsubbed on me like that. Like, okay bro, sorry. Didn't know we had Peter the prankster over here. But anywho, technically we did hit that mark at some point, which is an accomplishment in itself. So I'm extremely grateful. So pats on the back, you guys are rock stars. Alright, topic for the day. What your favorite Naruto character says about you. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. So without further ado, let's start with the big man himself. Now, if your favorite character is Naruto, you'll either have a full essay analysis of his character, like it's actually insane how deeply people get into it, and then the radical alternative is just the most shallow interpretation of the character you could never imagine. Your reasons for liking him will be along the lines of, well, foxes are my favorite animals. So I'm not saying either one is particularly wrong or right or better than the other, because in all honesty, I really don't care. Foxes are pretty dope. I like foxes. And so I think the main character ending up being the favorite character in this particular series kind of perfectly encompasses everyone a little bit, meaning those who like to dissect every aspect of it and those who watch it for other reasons. Alright, next up we have Sasuke. God damn it. Now, if you remember my video of when I was ranking the most annoying characters in Naruto, by the way, if you haven't already, I recommend go giving it a watch. And as you probably recall, he unfortunately made it to my number one. With that, I also need to give credit where it's due. There were instances that he honestly carried the plot. My issues with him aside, I think he's a fantastic character, but some of you guys take that credit way too far. I swear, the amount of toxic fans that character single-handedly attracts. If you see someone with a profile picture looking like this, you know you're about to hear the most shit take you've ever heard in your entire life. If I had to take an estimated guess, I think about 50% of all flat earthers either has him as their profile picture, is either that or XXX10T, but then their reasoning for liking the character is usually, he's so cold, he's so heartless, he just like me for real. Like, jeez, it just got really smelly in here. Oh, do you smell that too? You, man. But don't worry, I'm sure it's a very marginal part of you guys. Next up, we got Sakura. If this is your favorite character, I have a feeling you relate to her a little too much, and if that's the case, that's tough. Hope everything gets better. If not, I could just tell you're trying to be different from everyone else. Quit playing. You know damn well your favorite character is probably Itachi or Sasuke. The second you took notice that she was the most hated character in the series, you immediately latched on. You're definitely a person that likes to start arguments and root for the underdog, not because you believe in them, but because you're just so different. Don't worry, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Next, we got Rock Lee. Enough said, you're literally the best person ever. You are correct in every way, shape, and form. I will hear you out on literally anything. Same with Madara too, I guess. Good job, you have good taste. Next, we have Itachi. And again, it's one of those characters where there's an extreme bond, there's one or the other you and of course we have the notorious Itachi glazers, which I've also made a video on. Again, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I think it's pretty great. And then on the opposite end of this spectrum, there's people like me, and if you know anything about my opinions on Itachi, it's I don't know, actually no, not the far end, but it's the middle-ish. I recognize the potential of his power, but at the same time, it's Itachi, guys. Famously talented, but also famously human as well. There's fans who acknowledge that, and then fans who don't. So as far as what that says about your personality, I'd say it really depends on what you like about that character specifically, because in my opinion, there's just so much to like about him. Alright, let's get the miscellaneous characters out of the way. If it's Kiba, Hinata, or Shino, get out. You're definitely the person at high school who had no one to sit with at lunch, and so you do this thing called table hopping, and you go from table to table with the permission of someone who's sitting at that table, and so for 45 minutes straight, people are just looking at you, don't know who you are, what your name is, and then the person who invited you over has to take the time to explain who you are to everyone. And there'd always be that one kid who just got out from the 10-minute lunch line, only to find out that their seat got taken by I don't know, the thinker, and so that person has to pull up a chair right next to you, only for you to not talk to them at all. Come on, if your fat ass is really gonna take someone else's seat, at least make some sort of conversation. I don't know, a smile or a nod of acknowledgement to the conversations that are happening around you. Okay, we got a little off track, but my main point is, you're boring. If your favorite character is Gaara, you're a little spooky, aren't you? If your favorite character is Kakashi, I'd say you're a pretty neutral person. But then again, you could be absolutely insane, so I have no idea. Kakashi's pretty much a default character as a favorite because I feel like he just harbors so many different types of fans. Again, one of my favorite characters too. Good stuff. If your favorite character is Temari, you're either a guy with really refined taste, or you're just a straight up lesbian. If your favorite character is Toby/Obito, you're definitely a millennial with type 1 diabetes. I cannot begin to tell you why I think that. I feel like liking that character is such a diabetic thing to do. Christ Jesus. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope you guys liked the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that so we can make that 200 official. Alright, that's all I have. Bye bye!